Hey guys, it's Janice from Welcome to Shabalot. I'm a little late today. I apologize. Welcome to day 9 of my 100-day live, and I'm on my business page. I hope you find me here and catch me live and chat with me while I finish this piece. I had an inspiration photo that I took from Dare to Be Vintage. They have the most gorgeous works of art. When you go to their Instagram page, it's called Dare to Be Vintage. It's a great name, and their artwork is truly amazing. Hey Matthew, hi, how are you? Randy and I were thinking of you, wondering how you guys are doing on the Cape, but I will see you on April 3rd, I think it is, for Jimmy's thing. So yeah, so hi Vicky. So tonight, I did this the best I could. I mean, I didn't copy, I was inspired by the piece that I posted. Hey Laura, thank you so much for saying that. I hope I have a great life too. You're here, my brother's here, and Vicky's here, so that makes me happy. Yeah, it's the best I could do, you guys. It wasn't easy. The inspiration photo was a very lofty goal. I'm glad I did it because I feel like, you know, every time I do something that's out of my comfort zone, I hopefully will grow as an artist. But so this is the bureau that my brother, actually, if he's still on, my brother Matthew gave me this bureau when he was moving, and he gave me a lot of stuff actually, and I painted a lot of the things that he gave me. And so First, I started with spackle. I wanted a lot of texture on this piece, so I spackled in some flowers and some leaves, and I let those dry, and then I painted them. This is all DIY paints, and I'm done. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to wax it with DIY, all the waxes, clear wax, white wax, and dark wax. And if you look at the inspiration photo from Dare to Be Vintage, it's a much softer look. And come to find out, I didn't know this when I chose this bureau, their photo. The photo that I actually posted for you guys, actually it's a decoupage paper. So I didn't know it was decoupage paper, but it is a decoupage paper created from their work. So they must have painted that on something, and then they had a decoupage paper. Hey, hi Cheryl, thank you. I mean, Vicky knows. Vicky was here with me for the past 3 days while I've been painting these, and it's been a thorn in my side, and I finally just had to stop looking at the inspiration photo because I was never going to get it to look like that. So I had to just stop looking and just kind of go. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, now I painted, this is water lily, and I've got a lot of drippies on here. So you might see, so I've got a lot of drippies down in here. I don't know if you can see those. So I don't know what's going to happen when I wax them, and I also don't know what's going to happen when I wax on the spackle. So when I use clear wax, hey Derek, how are you? Thank you, I'm doing good. I'm doing good because this is almost done. This was not easy. But it's good because it pushed me out of my comfort zone. So I'm gonna start waxing down here with the clear wax. I also have this out. This is the Franz Hi Pam, how are you? This is the Franz Botanical stamp, and I'll show you why I have this out. I stamped the side of this with that, and so I'll be turning this later because the inspiration piece she had stamped. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm also excited. So now we all know what happens when we use waxes. This was my table's a mess, but it's going to darken up the colors. See that? See how it darkened it up? But we can't be nervous. We have to keep going. I'm using a cloth. I usually put clear wax on with a cloth, but I'm using it especially tonight, so that really need to practice painting flowers. You've never tried painting flowers, Cheryl? I shouldn't sound so surprised because I really just started myself. I never thought I would paint flowers. But I really like it. I really like it. There's lots of different, you know what you should do, Cheryl, is now everybody is doing the sunflower for Ukraine. That's Ukraine's flower. And you could start off, you should come on with me and we can paint one together. I'm looking for people to paint with me on Wednesday nights. So I'm putting on the clear wax, as this is going to seal the DIY paint. It's going to give it a nice strong finish. Now this spackling has been on for about since Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so about 3 days, and I don't know how sturdy it's going to be. I'm hoping that it'll in time be, you know, rock hard. It's spackling, isn't that what it's for? It's for walls and stuff. So I think it's supposed to be hard. So you can see now the leaves I put on. Can you see it? The leaves. Let me get you closer. Let me put this out. Whoop, that out of the way. The leaves have Salty Kiss, Mermaid's Tail, and what's that? Monet's Garden. Because I could see blue in the leaves on the inspiration photo, and so this is abstract, so they can have blue. See the Mermaid's Tail and the Salty Kiss. So I squirted, when I was making these, I squirted these a lot. So we've got a lot of cool drippy texture down here. There's no drippy up there, but they've got a lot of nice drippies down here. I have to do drippies when I paint. I can't not. I've tried to not, and I can't. See, there's some nice pink, thick, these are really thick drippies. I used some pretty thick paint, I let my paint stay open for a while so that so it's nice and thick, and I should bring this out. So each drawer is kind of like its own little piece of art. and there's a ton of texture. I got spackling up here as well. So I don't know if this is really a kind of a bureau that you're gonna use. It might be more of a decorative piece. All right, I'm gonna try to wax these flowers. I'm just gonna be really, just kind of put it on gingerly with my finger. I mean with the cloth. I want the wax on it though, because like I said, I want to get that ethereal feeling, so I want to put on the dark waxes and the white waxes, and if I don't put the clear wax down first, I might, you know, the clear wax acts as an eraser, so if I put too much dark wax, the fact that there's clear wax will allow the, will allow me to remove, you know, any excess wax. So, have you tried, thank you Cheryl, have you tried using DIY frosting? No, and that's another reason why I'm doing these 100 Days of Lives, because I cannot get to all of these products. I'm a DIY retailer, so I have paint frosting in my store, on my website and in my store, and I need to, I told Vicki that we're gonna practice with paint frosting next week. So next week we're gonna do the paint frosting. So I did spackling on this guy, so I'll see how the paint frosting is compared to the spackling. So I don't know if I got it all. I mean, this spackling is really hard. So I'm hoping that, you know, I won't break any pieces off. Waxes deepen up the color. So that's this drawer. And now we've got this one. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 flowers on this drawer, you guys. Whoops. 11, and I think the inspiration photo had maybe a total of 8 flowers, but she had really big flowers, and I don't know how I messed that up. I don't know why I made my flowers so small. I don't know. But if I do this again, I think I want to make a canvas to match. I'm going to make bigger flowers. You can see this clear wax deepening up that kissing booth. No, that's cherry picked. Cherry picked in the middle. I love all this texture, you guys. I love all this crazy color. I did a wash. I did a bunch of dry brushing of petticoat pink and white. I mixed up some petticoat pink and white, and I did a bunch of dry brushing around the flowers. This pink is Kissing Booth with white. I had to mix that too because the Kissing Booth was a little bit dark for this kind of flower. Vicky, you know, Vicky knows what kind of flower, well, supposedly what kind of flower. Thank you, Laura. Do you prefer, yes, Liz, I like doing my clear wax with a cloth. I always do it with a cloth. I'm not exactly sure why. I have beautiful Paint Pixie brushes, wax brushes at my disposal. I sell them on my website. But for some reason, I like to put clear wax on with a cloth. I'm not sure why. It's kind of a habit I've gotten into, and I just like it. I like looking at the transformation of the colors. You know, just a little at a time. We're gonna keep these handles. Ow. Oh, sorry. We're gonna keep these handles. Vicki and I looked at these handles today, and we decided that these handles we're gonna keep them. Somebody mentioned yesterday that this looks like the handle to the pot. This handle right here, it's in the perfect spot to be a handle for the pot. When I do the dark wax, I will use a brush, and when I do the white wax, I will also use a brush. And I'm being kind of gentle because I think the cloth is more gentle on the spackling than a brush would be. This one has, look at the texture, how it goes up here like this. I love that, and I'm hoping that that'll stay because I think that's really cool. So the Monet's Garden is really starting to come out. And you can feel the difference in the ones that I've waxed. Very soft, very creamy. I don't know if I did this one. Okay, so I just want to make sure I get all of them because I don't want to put on too much. If I put on too much of the colored wax, I want to be able to take it off. All right, that's the clear wax. And now the top drawer. Stand up. Do the top drawer. My sweater keeps falling off. Okay. This part I took off. I had this floral going all the way up to the top, and it didn't look right. So I took off as much spackling. I took off some of the spackling and just painted over the greenery that I had there, but I kept a lot of the texture. I might use more wax. I'm using a lot of wax, and I don't know if that's because I think I use more wax with the cloth. I'm not sure. I like a lot of wax. So. All right, after this we're gonna do the dark wax, so that's gonna be interesting. see what the dark wax does to these flowers. I'm a little nervous. Do they look like flowers? I hope they look like flowers. That wax is gorgeous. It's so buttery. I love the way it brings back the colors like that. Look at that, how bright that pink got from this wax. Okay. So, all the flowers are wet. Now this bureau I painted with, well, I'll tell you in a second. Let me just finish this. Okay. So now this bureau I painted previously with milk paint. I can't think of the name of it. And I hadn't done any kind of decoration on it at all, and I've been wanting to. So the fact that I am doing these 100 Days of Lives is giving me, it's giving me incentive to keep going and keep working. So, all right, I'm going to start doing the dark wax, and I did not bring my brush. Hold on, I'm sorry, 1 second. This is the brush I use for my white wax. This is the Paint Pixie brush. I have these on my website. These are amazing wax brushes. This short one I love because it's just so much easier to control. The dark wax, I use this guy. I just use this guy because I just want to put a little bit of dark wax on. I always start out by saying, I'm going to put a little bit on, and then I end up going nuts and putting on tons. So, but I like to start off slow. So I just put a little bit. I don't even know where to start on this thing. I guess I'll start, you can't see. I'll start over here on the legs. Like I always usually start on the corners like this. And so just a very little, but see how it's really going on? Now the dark wax isn't going to give it the ethereal effect I'm looking for. I think that when I apply the white wax, that'll blur it some. All right, so now, so see what it did? Can you see it? Can you see the black wax? So now I'm going to, these are Paint Pixie, these are called Better Than Cheesecloth cloths from Paint Pixie. And this is what I'm going to use to wipe back that dark wax. And like I said, I put on enough clear wax that this should be easy to wipe off the excess. It's just adding another layer of color and interest to this piece. And I don't want I'm trying not to break off any of the spackling. So now I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start off over here with the blue. So this is water. This is water lily. I'm gonna put some dark around the handles because that's where things tend to age more. I'm gonna put it around the edges. I'm gonna do the whole pot. I'm going to be very careful up here because I don't want the spackling to break off. So I'm just going to dab it like this. Okay, time to put the dark spackling on the pink flowers. I'm going to put the dark wax on the pink flowers. I'm just gonna dab it on like this. I always say I'm just gonna do a little, but I always do end up doing the whole thing. I love working with the waxes. So now you can see probably the difference between this drawer and this drawer. It's much darker. So I'm going to wipe off the excess of the dark wax. I couldn't wait to do the waxes tonight. I was so excited to do the waxes. The waxes just, they add so much to your work. They not only seal the clay paint, but it's really a decorative part of the process. And I don't like my paint to be too bright. Like these are way too bright for me. Even though I put a little pink wash around it, they're a little too bright. So that's another reason why I think I like the dark wax. I like them to look a little bit less, I don't know, I like them to look shabby and old. I'm just doing this very, very gingerly, you guys. Normally you just rub on the wax, but I'm being very careful. I don't want any of this texture to fall off. I don't know how long it takes. Okay, so that's the dark wax on that one. This is green. This is Monet's Garden, and it's really dark. It feels nice. Now we're gonna do this drawer. The dark wax, and again I'll start from the corners around the handles, the bottom, and then go softly around the flowers. There's so many layers of paint on these flowers. I must have done them 5 or 6 times. Oh, that's strong. That's big. Do you see that? Oh, you didn't even see that. Look at that, what I did. That is a bit much. So we're just gonna wipe that off before it gets, but it's okay, because if you see the inspiration photo too, there's a lot of stuff going on the sides, like some colors. So that's kind of weird that that happened, because it's very similar to what theirs looks like. Put it on here, right? So now I'm just gonna wipe it off. I feel like these flowers could use a little bit more wax. So the dark wax should, I hope, give it a little bit more depth. I'm gonna wipe it back. So they don't look like they were just painted. They've been around for a while. Did anybody catch my chat with Danielle Kaminsky last night? She was my guest artist for Wednesday Night Live with Shabs, and she did her weaving. She does amazing things with fibers and weaving, and we had a great conversation. Danielle Kaminsky is an amazing woman, amazing businesswoman, and we had a great chat for over an hour regarding just all the things that she does and all of the wonderful support that she has and the wonderful support that she gives. And she's got a podcast, she's got so much. So if you get a chance to catch that replay, you might like that one, because Danielle is a very interesting woman. She's Made by Danielle is her business name. And she's just a good person to listen to and to talk to about business. I really enjoyed our chat. Now, I'm going to be putting white wax on this too. So if I put too much dark wax, the white wax will soften this up. Whoop. All right, now I'm gonna just do the dark wax on the blue, because I haven't done that yet. And I'm gonna do it really quick because I want to get to the white wax around the handles. And I don't think I did. Okay, so now I'm gonna, can you see? Nope. Now I'm gonna wipe back that dark wax. This milk paint has already been sealed with the Sweet Pickings top coat, so I don't have to worry about sealing. Uh-oh, shoot! I opened that drawer and this spackling fell off. I might glue that back on. It was my favorite part. Yeah, I had to open that drawer first. Yeah. So I might glue that back on or put more spackling on it. So if I let it dry for a long time, like days and months, it might get strong enough to not break off. But that's probably wishful thinking. I probably won't be able to have that. Okay, so. Okay, so we've got the clear wax, then the dark wax. Now, I'm gonna get the white wax, and this is the one that I think, the white wax is the one that I think is can give me that ethereal, like blurred effect that I'm going for. With the cover on this, now I'm going to use, this is my brush. I usually use my brush for my white wax. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that with these guys, because I don't want to break the spackling. So, just put a little bit in your brush, very little. And I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to do the whole thing with white wax. I want to see, whoop, see there's a lot of white wax on there. I want to see what it's gonna do. I want it to soften. I want it to soften the look of this of this work. I don't mind having some of the wax showing like that. It's kind of cool. I think it looks like the light, but I'll just kind of blend that in. I might have to use the cloth. So I'm kind of treating the white wax almost like paint. Almost like a wash. See how it's washed it out now? So now it's a little softer. That's how I want it. I want it blurred. And it's gonna make it so soft. That's a lot of white wax. I put way too much white wax. So I'm gonna spread that around. Let's spread that around. So these bristles, even though this is wax is amazing, I love them. Even though this looks like really sturdy, it is a really sturdy brush. Like it's so dense with the bristles. It's still gentle and soft enough to on a piece like this, because you know, with all the spackling, I was afraid that the brushes would break it, but it's still so soft. So you can see the difference now between this bottom one and this one. So the white wax, I think, is doing what I wanted, which was to soften this. I don't know what I'm going to do on the handles. We'll see. And then I'm going to have to buff it. Yep, it's gentle enough even around the spackling, which really makes me happy because it's much easier to do this with the brush. So see how much softer this flower looks than that flower? That white wax is just calming it. It's just calming it down. I love it. Now look how dark these are. Watch what happens when I put the white wax on this one. Watch. I don't have as much on there. You see the white going inside that cherry picked? It's getting into the wax, it's getting into all the little crevices. There's a lot of crevices on this thing. I like how the white is sitting on top of some of these. So if I feel like I put a little bit too much dark wax, you just tone it down. You just tone it down with the white wax. Okay, I'm gonna go back up to this big flower here. It's really bright, and I'm gonna gently put on the white wax and see how that just tones everything down, makes everything really blurry and soft looking. Still can't use my left arm. It stinks. I put a lot of wax on my brush, you guys, so I put a real lot. So it's you determine how much wax you want to use. And I haven't even started wiping it off yet, so. And then this big one, and then this one, and then I'm almost done. So now I'm just gonna do the blue. This is water lily. Okay, now I'm gonna back up a little bit. You can see. All right, so I'm gonna. I have to get over this sweater's driving me crazy. I have to get over here. So now we have a much softer, I feel like, a much softer image on this dresser. I'm going to wipe some of it back. Find a clean spot on my gonna just gently wipe back some of the, actually I'm gonna leave the wax on the white the way it is. I'm not even gonna rub any back. And that's it, you guys. That's it. That's that project. Day 9. I hope you like it with the waxes. I do want to show you the side because the inspiration photo had some stamping done on the side. So I want to show you. I'm going to bring the, I don't think I can turn this. Let me see if I can turn this. Oh, spackling falling off as I'm turning it. So this is the side, you guys, and this is the, thank you, this is the Franz Botanical, the Franz stamp, and I just used paint on the stamps. These are the stamps, these big beautiful leaves with a lot of, they're very wispy, and the leaf, and there's another, this little guy, and I used the same colors. I used the greens and the blue, the water lily, and I used apothecary. And I do have to, I'm going to do this on the top and on the other side, and I'm going to wax those the same way that I waxed the front, and then it will be done. So that's it, you guys, for day 9. Whoop whoop. 91 more days to go on my, I don't know if you know, you may or may not know, but I'm on a 100-day, I think I see Christy. Hi, Christy. 100-day, I'm going to get your paint right over there, and I'm going to, security just walked by, and I'm going to go to the post office in the morning. Yeah, so I'm doing 100 days of lives. I will be honest with you, though, I'm not so sure I can do it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that side is pretty, isn't it? That's the Franz Botanic, but the Franz stamp. I have that on my website too. Trying to increase my orders on my website. I have so much, I have everything of IOD. I have all the DIY colors, all available on my website. But yeah, so the Friday, the reason why it may be a problem is because I'm on the East Coast. So I'm doing my live at 8 o'clock at night in my store. My store is 20 minutes away from my house, and it's not the greatest neighborhood in the whole entire world. So if anything happens to me, that's why I just saw security walk by, so I was happy. Like, a lot of times I'm the only one in this big, huge mill building at this time of night, and it's a little scary. Plus, I'm not home ever because I stay here. I leave here because I'm here at 8. I was doing it Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock, which is fine because that's only one night a week. But for me to do it for 9,900 days is probably not the fairest to my puppies and my fiance, and there's so many reasons. So I'm thinking about changing my time and doing it in the daytime. Did you get the new IOD transfers? Who's asking? Oh shoot, I'm trying to see. I'm not getting, oh, Liz. Hi, Liz. I did. I have the new transfers. They are on their way to me. IOD was having issues with their products, and when they did come in, people they buy them up, and little people like me can't get to them, and so they sell out really fast. So I waited for more of the transfers to come in. I couldn't get them for the first, and they just arrived. So even though they pre-ordered them, like we pre-ordered them like months ago, and in a way I'm kind of glad I didn't get any because my money wasn't tied up. Like I didn't buy them, but everybody just got them because of all these shipping delays. We still are missing a ton of molds. We're waiting for IOD to get their molds in. It's not their fault. It's not IOD's fault. It's just the way of the world right now. I'm really, really antsy to get my hands on those molds, but I'm afraid that when they come in, I'm not going to be able to get any because it's like buying Bruce Springsteen tickets. It's like buying tickets to a concert. My friend and I are coming to go to Lorraine's next week. We'll stop by. Hope you get them. Lorraine's? Lorraine's what? The fabric store? Oh, what's Lorraine? So you're coming here? That's awesome, Liz. I'm so happy. I hope I have them here for you too. But if I don't, I ship. And they'll be here soon. I mean, I think I'm getting them the same time. No, some people might have them. I don't even know. The fabric store. You're coming all the way here to go to the fabric store? I've been going to that fabric store since I was a child. My mother sewed all the time, and we have been going to that fabric store since I was a child with my mother. You can't go in there though. It's like going into Hobby Lobby because there's so much fabric and you want to buy it all. But that's exciting. Text me, call me, let me know you're here. Christy, why don't you hop in the car with them? All right, I gotta go. Thanks for hanging in there with me, you guys. I appreciate it. Love you, and I'll see you hopefully for day 10 tomorrow. Okay, good night, everybody.